Hey guys, so I just wanted to film this really quick video on how to do a water change if you have an FX4, FX6 Fluval filter. It actually comes with instructions on how to do it, so I'm just following these instructions exactly. I have a 125-gallon tank and I'm doing a 50% water change. So I'm draining the water right now, and the first step is you have to unplug your filter. The next step is you have to put the out position in the off position, so the out hose in the off position, so put it horizontal, and then connect a tube to this. So you're going to pull this off, connect your tube, and put the end of the tube wherever you want the water to drain out to. I currently have it draining out to my shower drain, and then once you have it set up where the water is going to drain into that spot, you're going to turn this knob so it's horizontal, and it's going to open this valve, and then water is going to come out from this hose. I actually purchased a longer hose at Home Depot. The one that it comes with is kind of short. I think it's only like 3 feet long. I believe I got two 10-feet hoses, and I connected them so that it reaches my bathroom. So the water is going to drain out of here, and you're just going to wait until it drains out. In the meantime, you can fill whatever bucket you have, because you're going to have to put water back in. So as the water is draining, you can actually fill that bucket just to save time, which is what I'm doing right now. So as you can see, I have the hose going down my drain, and then this is a 20 gallon tank I no longer use. It's clean, and I just use this to fill it up with water. And the next step we're going to do is actually put this hose into your bucket, and it's going to suck the water out of the bucket and put it into your tank. Also, make sure you check the temperature of your water in your tank and make sure this water is the same temperature. I just use a meat thermometer, and I match the temperature of the water coming out of my shower head to the temperature that I have in my tank. Also, make sure to add water conditioner to neutralize the chlorine before adding it into the tank. If you wanted to buy another hose, a longer one, you just need to make sure that the inner diameter of the hose is 5/8 of an inch. This is the one I got at Home Depot. The inner diameter is 5/8 of an inch, and the outer diameter is 7/8 of an inch. I don't think the outer diameter matters as much. This is the most important thing, the inner diameter, so it fits on the filter. I also got one of these. Sorry, I forgot what they're called, but they just go on here and tighten it so this doesn't pop off. I think it's supposed to be fine without this, but I just bought one for extra security so I don't have water spilling everywhere. So my tank is 50% empty now. I'm gonna do the next step. If you are draining it into a bucket and not in a drain or not outside, all you have to do if your bucket gets full is turn this to the vertical like this. That closes this, and then you could empty your bucket, bring it back, and put the tube back in and open this back up. So once it's done draining, make sure this is closed in the vertical. Then you want to go to your out and open this back up. And then you want to plug it back in and just wait 3 minutes. So the reason you wait 3 minutes after you plug it back in is because the filter has to restart. In the meantime, you can take that hose and put it into the bucket that you're getting the water from. So I just moved the hose from the drain and into my bucket. And like I said, make sure to condition the waters to get rid of any chlorine before you put it in the tank. So it's been 3 minutes. Make sure the end of your hose is in the bucket with the water, and make sure it is looking like this and not like this. Once you have that, you're just going to put the the in hose to the off position. So just put it horizontally. And then you can open this back up and it's gonna take the water out of your buckets. Also, make sure if you have to use multiple buckets to fill your tank back up, that you leave a little bit of water at the bottom. You don't want the hose to suck in air into the filter, so before it gets to the end, just put it in the off position, so vertical, and fill your bucket back up, and then make sure the hose is in the correct position, then turn it back on into the horizontal position so that it can suck water back up. So this is the new water coming into the tank right now. Alright, so mine is filled up. You're just going to turn this off. So close that valve. Then you can open the in valve. And then you're going to restart your filter again. So just unplug it, plug it again, and you're good to go. Now you just have to remove this hose. Do your best to remove all the water you can out of the hose through the other end. I usually just lift it up so that the water kind of trickles through to the end. You're likely going to have a little bit more water here. I usually have like this much water here. So what I do is I just put like a little tray underneath so that when I open this up, the water can just spill out onto that tray. And that's it. You could, once the water's out, you can just take this off, put this back on, and you're good to go. You're done with your water change. Yay!